Tell me how's it feel sitting out there? I'm feeling so high, but you found a way to hide me. You know I'm the one that showed you I care. I gave you clear signs, so why did
Quick disclaimer, this is just for the state of Georgia. This is what worked for me. I'm not saying that this is like certified, like this is what it is, but I passed and it's what worked for me. Okay, and ignore my big ass belly. Bye. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna need obviously is your mannequin head. Just make sure it's clean, like very clean, no makeup, no nothing from previous practices. I got this from Amazon. And then you're gonna need 3 bags. You can use any bags. I've seen girls come with like present bags, but I just got this like paper bags from Kroger, as you can see. These are perfectly fine. They're free, so you don't have to spend money on them. They're to be labeled soil linens, disinfected and to be disinfected and trash. So you make sure you label those with a Sharpie and have those in your duffel bag. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and get into the universal supplies. This bag is going to be a gallon bag, and I'm using labels, fabric labels. As you can see here, I have little ones and then bigger ones for the actual bag. It's important that you have these things labeled because you will get points taken off. Alright, so getting into the universal supplies, the first thing you're going to need is your first aid kit. You can get this from anywhere. Once I open it, you're gonna see that I have 2 blood exposure baggies in there, and I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But before we get into that, the first aid kit that you buy must have the band-aids, gauze pad, antiseptic wipes, wound gel, all that. Alright, so this is the blood exposure kit, which is what section in the state board practical. So in that bag, you're going to need a pair of gloves. You're going to need 2x2s, band-aid, and antiseptic wipe, as well as an extra ziplock bag, sandwich bag. Okay, so you got a sandwich bag with all the stuff and then another sandwich bag in there because you have to double zip it, and we'll get into that when I actually post the practice. But yeah, so all of that goes into your blood exposure. You need to have at least 3 of those. I only have 2 because I only need 1 for the actual practical, but you know, when you're really working and stuff in your first aid kit, you're supposed to have 3 kits. Alright, getting into the rest of the items in your universal supplies, you're going to need a pump hand sanitizer. I need a sandwich bag labeled gloves with extra pairs of gloves, and then I use these Clorox to go packs disinfectant wipes for your EPA approved wipes, and all that's going to go in your universal supplies. Now we're going to go into our client 1 bag. This should be a 2-gallon bag, and then the first thing in there I have is my drape kit. Here I'm just showing you how I would drape my client, just to give y'all an example. It's 3 towels. I got these towels from Walmart. They was like $2-3 a piece. They're about yay big, as you can see. So I'm just showing you how I drape it real quick, just a little free game. These headbands I got from Amazon. They came in a pack. I've had these for a minute when I was doing facials from my house, but just to show you real quick how I drape, you need 3 towels. I didn't show the 3rd one, but the 3rd one's gonna go over their neck or their décolleté. So I would really recommend you guys to follow my packing, like no joke, because I had everything so organized, and when I took my test, everybody looked it crazy. I ain't gonna lie, they had things everywhere, and I was just so confident because I had everything where I needed it to be. The next thing in your client 1 bag, as you can see, is the basic facial products labeled. Everything is labeled: cleanser, exfoliator, massage mask, all of that. Pay attention to the consistency of each item, of each product. the exfoliator should look like an exfoliator. These were from my student kit that I got from my school, but then again, you can use whatever as long as the consistency matches up. The only thing to remember is your mask must be a color. You see how cleanser, massager, everything looks the same? Your mask has to be colored, and it has to give that mask, like, you know, you have to be able to tell that it's a mask. I would recommend like something green. I didn't have a green eyeshadow to mix in with, so pink, you know, just had to work for me. I got the clear container from Walmart. They came in 2 packs for $1, and I'm just putting everything back, and just make sure you have everything labeled. Everything is clean. Points will be taken off if it's any type of dirt on them. So then I have the facial applicator tools. We have an exfoliator brush and fan brush. Make sure everything is clean. I ended up getting a regular brush because I couldn't find mine at the time. Next thing is the single-use items. Now, single-use items are not to be labeled, so do not label them. I have a palette. This is optional, but I found this is the safest way to you know, distribute the product in a safe and clean manner. We have our 4x4s that I got from Walmart, 2x2s, cotton rounds. Make sure you have a pair of gloves, and then your applicator tools. Make sure you have enough. The next thing going into our bag is the steam towels. So this will be day of. So the day of, you'll get your towels and damp them and put them in there. And then I have dampened sponge. Again, you're going to do that the day of. The next thing or last thing in the client one bag is the makeup remover. That's optional, but you definitely need a toner in a spray bottle. Make sure it works. And yeah, it's just water in there, to be honest though. And that's gonna be it for your client one bag. Make sure it's a 2-gallon bag so everything fits, you know, all your products. Steam towels. Oh, for the steam towels, I think I had 2. Yeah, I had 2 steam towels in there for the whole practical. But yeah, so now we're gonna get into our client 2 bag, which is another 2-gallon bag. We have the drape kit. I don't have to get into that because I already did. This section is going to have the hair removal of the eyebrow supply. Make sure you read that, label that exactly how I have it. In there you have an antiseptic labeled, post epilation product labeled, soft wax. So I recommend using Vaseline. You can use honey, whatever, but just use Vaseline because everybody got Vaseline in their house. Then you need applicators. Make sure you have enough. Wax strips. I got this from the beauty supply store. Optional if you want to use a spoolie. And then you definitely need tweezers. Make sure they clean. I got this from my school kit, but I also had extras if I didn't have one. And all that's going to go in there. Next you're going to have is the single-use items. This is for both sections of the makeup and eyebrow. So you have 4x4, 2x2s, and cotton rounds. Then we go into our facial makeup supplies labeled. We have foundation. I would recommend a pump foundation, but this is all I had, so you know. Powder, make sure it's visibly clean. This is one my school gave me. Blush, labeled. Eyeshadow, clean and labeled. Then we got the eyeliner. Make sure it's clean. If you gotta sharpen it just to make it look a little cleaner than usual. I actually used that eyeliner, so it took a look a little crusty. But yeah, mascara, they not really gonna be looking like that. It just depends, but for me they wasn't really paying attention. Like I really wanted them to see every single thing I was doing because, you know, I had my ish together, and a lot of these people when I was testing did not. No shade. Alright, another bag with single-use items. We have a palette for the makeup to distribute the products. Makeup sponges. I had a bunch of these already. Eyeshadow applicators from the beauty supply store. Lip gloss applicators, spoolies. And then all of that's going to go back in there. Make sure everything is clean visibly again. Put that back in your client too. I love this like method that I have because it was so clean and organized. I had everything I needed. Alright, lastly we have our microdermabrasion supplies bag. You need 1 pair of gloves. Eyewear protection. If you wear glasses you don't need this. I just had it just in case. cotton rounds, 4x4s, cotton balls for degreasing. You need your degreaser as well labeled. And I've seen a lot of people for the actual microdermabrasion tool use a jump rope. They just bought a jump rope from Dollar Tree, cut it in half, and use the one end as the actual head of it. But this is what my school taught me and what they had, so I just used that. I don't know if I had got points taken off of that, but I would recommend a jump rope because that's what, you know, I seen somebody else do and they passed with that. So you could either, I mean, I passed too, so you could use this or you could use a jump rope, but just to be on the safer side, jump rope. But yeah, so this is all. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I literally was struggling at first, but this method just made it so much easier. I hope that was helpful. I definitely wish I had somebody that sat there and made a video just like I did. I looked all over YouTube and everybody's either charging for the kit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, let me just be that person, and then y'all can scratch my back by liking, commenting, and subscribing, sharing this with your fellow ST classmates. And yeah, I hope this was very, very helpful. A lot of the stuff I already had, some of the stuff the school gave me, but this is just a very practical packing video. I really, really, really hope that I pass tomorrow. So if this video is up, then obviously I did, and that's just, you know what I'm saying? Everything, it changes every year. You never know with state boards, so fingers crossed. And yeah, so I did pass my theory portion. I should have the ebook. I also had trouble like trying to figure out what to study because I just wasn't prepared. I didn't feel prepared at all. That's why a lot of people, I feel like, just give up after they graduate, because once you graduate, you don't actually get your license. You just get your certification, diploma, whatever, free of completion, and that's about it. You know, you have to take that extra step and you're just on your own after that. So I hope that this helped y'all, and you'll be seeing some more of me soon. And baby's coming in June. Wish me luck.